EA Sports. It's in the game. EA Sports presents NASCAR 2001.
Hey everybody, DGooden24 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to NASCAR 2001. This game has a special place in my heart, and I have been waiting to play this game for a long while. For you guys, finally got the PS1 stuff situated a little bit better, and we're gonna play NASCAR 2001 on the PS1. And we're going into demo mode. I was hoping that wasn't gonna happen, but this was my first ever NASCAR game. My first ever NASCAR game. I remember going to Walmart with my dad and buying this game. I was so excited to get this game. I'm going to turn the sound off because I don't want to get in trouble. We'll turn that off. I'll explain that later. But I remember going to Walmart with my dad and buying this game. This was my first ever NASCAR game. It was a big deal for me. I had a PS1. That was my first console, and I never got to do the PC NASCAR games. It was NASCAR 2001 and 2002 and 2003 on the PS1. And this game, I loved it. I played the living hell out of it. I don't even know if that's the right phrase, but I played the crap out of it. I love this game, and I just remember having so many memories playing it, and I want to just go through it with you. I did it again. I forgot about the demo, but I want to experience this again. I haven't played this game in a long time with you. This game is very special to me. It's very special, and I'm just gonna kind of show you around, show you all the cool stuff. Let's start with this cool press start screen. You got Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, and Dale Earnhardt. It looks great, and it's good. You got in the background the picture of the driver and their little car. It looks good. And Kevin LePage even, okay, but I like it. It makes me nostalgic. So anyway, you have quick race. That is going to put you into a random race with a random driver and a random track. Only do that if you're looking just to have some random fun. You got one player, options, and about EA Sports. About EA Sports, I think it's just the trailer. Options. Let's take a look at these real quick. Audio options. You have the soundtrack in this game is pretty good, but that's really because I might be nostalgic for it, so I couldn't tell you if it's actually good. But for me, I have it on repeat. I have it memorized, and I love it. But this game has a spotter. You're gonna hear the spotter a lot, and he makes an appearance all the way through, I think, NASCAR 2004. I think. Yeah, 2004. That sounds about right. Maybe just 2003. Somewhere in there. And commentary. You've got Benny Parsons and Bob Jenkins talking about the race a little bit. Nothing too crazy. But for me as a kid, this was my first game. I thought it was awesome that they were kind of talking about what was happening on track. It was something that they went away from. They never really had this in the games on the PS2, Xbox, GameCube. NASCAR 2004 was kind of close with the you could hear the PA announcer talking about the green flag and the last lap and cautions, but this actually mentioned, and you'll get to hear it maybe depending on my audio quality. If you crash, Benny will go, "Oh man," and Bob Jenkins will talk about who's got the lead, where you could be, where another car is, stuff like that, and it's nice, it's good, I enjoy it. And it's for a NASCAR on PS1 game. This game is it's I wouldn't say revolutionary, but it's ahead of its time. The next 3 NASCAR games that they made on the PS1 were carbon copies of this one with updated paint schemes, and I'd argue that they were worse than this one. This is the best one. It's really good, and for a PS1 game, there's not 43 cars. There's that you do starts and restarts single file. There's no way to skip cautions, but for its time, this game is really good. And I'm going to show you why. So you've got single race, season mode, Hall of Fame, and track records. We'll look at single race and season mode here in a little bit. Hall of Fame, it's got all the records from this era. And I remember going through this and looking at it. Even though this is the only screen, I looked at it so many times being like, wow, Jeff Gordon has the most wins. Dale Earnhardt has the most, like just looking at this over and over again, engraving it in my mind. And it's just little things like that as a kid. I was 6 when this came out. Like, I just nonstop combed over this game. Track records, that's basically your best laps at all these different tracks. Season mode, we'll look at that maybe at the end. But let's go to single race. You've got Go Racing. No G there, just racing. You've got race mode, rookie, veteran, and legend. Something funny with this, I used to always race as Jeff Gordon because he was my favorite. And I was like, Jeff Gordon was a veteran. He wasn't a legend yet. I don't know why I thought that. But Jeff Gordon's a veteran. That means I need to race on veteran. And I wondered why I never won a race when I was 6. Go figure. Let's take a look at the drivers. You've got a really nice 3D car model of all these cars. I mean, for a PS1 era, this looks so much better than NASCAR 2000 and 99. Like, it looks really, really good. Yes, it's not going to be perfect. You can see the quality care is a little funky. And with this emulator I'm using, some of the textures might be a little pop in, or they might not be perfect, but its game looks really, really good for the year 2000 on the PS1. So you've got Dale Jarrett, you've got Matt Kenseth as a rookie. I always liked the yellow wheels in this game. It I don't know. I used to just go and just race single races as different drivers, and just to drive as their paint schemes and experience it, because I was 6 and 7 years old. Like, I had nothing else to do. Bobby Labonte. I mean, some of these numbers aren't gonna look exactly right, and I'm just saying, taking that with a grain of salt because it was a PS1. But this car looks good. You got Terry Labonte. Once again, I like this paint scheme a lot. I know I just went through all these schemes in the NASCAR 2000, NASCAR Thunder 2000 video, but I'm going to go back through them here. You've got Terry Labonte. You've got Kevin LePage in the FamilyClick.com car. I still don't like this car. Chad Little. These car models are so good. Sterling Marlin in the Sapco car. Nope, no Coors Light here. Sterling Marlin. Mark Martin, this scheme is so good, man. It is such a good scheme. Jeremy Mayfield, I always race this one. Just because I love this paint scheme. And it was in like the opening video there. I raced this a lot. Jerry Nadeau, oh, I love Jerry. Joe Nemechek in the Oakwood Homes 33. I had a diecast of that car. I always enjoyed it. Steve Park in the Pennzoil #1. Adam Petty's in this game in the 45. Kind of interesting considering he was kind of mainly a Busch Series driver, but he did have a few Cup starts. Kyle Petty in the 44 Hot Wheels car, another iconic scheme. Richard Petty has his own Cup car in this game. Scott Pruitt in the 32. That number looks a little off. Ricky Rudd in the Haviland Texaco Ford. Elliott Sadler, I'm telling you, I like this scheme. It's not bad. It's not the perfect Wood Brothers scheme, obviously, but I got a soft spot for it. Ken Schrader in the 36 M&M's Pontiac. Mike Skinner in the 31 Lowe's Chevy. Jimmy Spencer in the big Kmart car. Tony Stewart in the 20 car, the cover athlete. You got Kenny Wallace in the 55. I always forget he was in this car. Always. You got Rusty in the Rusty #2 car with, I believe, Penske on the hood. Yep. Darrell Waltrip in the big Kmart 66. Michael Waltrip in the Nation's Rent. I always thought this was like one of those like railroad crossing. Like, I thought it was like a train related. Obviously it's not. It's Phillips light bulbs. And here's your custom fantasy cars. Goopy Goff. God, such a funny freaking name, man. You got Daniel Cyberling. I don't even know if that's correct. Goopy Goff. Like, what the hell? Like, what? It's so stupid, but I enjoy it. You can create your own car. We'll look at that in just a minute. You got John Andretti, Jeffrey Bodine, Jeff Burton, Ward Burton, Wally Dallenbach, got Dale Earnhardt. See, the 3 is just a little off. I wonder if this was like on purpose or not, because it even looks weird in the little picture up top. They couldn't even get the 3 down perfectly. There's just something a little off about it. Dale Jr. in the 8, Bill Elliott in the 94, Jeff Gordon. Like, look at that 24. The 24 looks good on the car, but how do they screw that up so bad? Like, that looks like one of those knives you'll see at a flea market that doesn't even like look close to the number, just so they can like not get copyright or like send a cease and desist. Bobby Hamilton, Kenny Irwin Jr., rest in peace. Glad he's in the game. And we're back to Dale Jarrett. Let's take a look real quick at the create a car, show you what that's all about. So you can put in your name. Why don't we just go ahead and... Oh, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Man, we didn't realize we don't realize how good we have it now compared to putting in your name in all these old games. Oh, this is such a... I'm going to regret this so bad. I might... Ugh. Okay. So, we're almost there. Come on. We'll just do D good in 1. How about that? So you can pick your number, but you're going to be stuck with triple numbers. You can't do 2 numbers. I don't understand why they never let you do that. So let's just do 024 because that's, D good in 24. And so you don't really have a choice of like different number fonts as of this screen yet. And you can pick your make. Why don't we just go with Pontiac? So you can paint the different, like, you can paint the hood a different color. There's no obvious like way to make a certain color. You just got some default ones. So we'll go with like light blue, and like we'll put light blue again. We'll just do a light blue car. Or how about like something dumb like hot pink on the back and then hot pink on the top. Just something really stupid. And then so you've got some, none of these are real. They're so funny. Let's go through them, why don't we? Okay, maybe not all of them. Like Sykes. I don't even know what that says. Van Gogh. Why is Van Gogh a sponsor? Oh my god. Williams. Oh, this is a Williams Pontiac. Shorty. Shorty. Surprise, Shorty. Okay. Anyway, Wessels. Go green. Oh man, we can't have that. No woke car here. Sochan. Arn. Atomic. I must say automatic. Black Bug. Yeehaw! Cyclone. Daredevil. Dark Mull. What is that? Doug Bate. Who is Doug? Griffin Marshall. What is this? Kobe. It's Core, I know. Phantom Phil. Is that the off-brand Danny Phantom? Phantom Phil. Car. Robo. Thirsty with a U. Termal. Warpath. Higo. Kosaka. Maiko. Monoxide. PTSE. Randall. What is this? This is so dumb. I'm just doing that. Yeehaw. And then we've got like, what is it? JY. I used to think that was a maze. Like, we'll do the eyes. I like the eyes. Oh, we've got an alien. You've got like a barcode. What is this? Like, why? A cow, some cowboy boots. Oh, this is so silly. Jocko. What is this guy, and why does he have a bulge so big? Oh, who designed these? Oh, an American flag. I used to always pick the American flag because it was the most basic of them. Let's go with this guy. And so there we go. We've made our car. Will it pop up here? I hope so. It's thinking about it. Oh, this is so dumb. This is the dumbest thing ever. I cannot wait. I'm going to get a screenshot of this so I can like put it in the thumbnail. This is the dumbest thing ever. All right, hold on. Look, he looks so stupid. Anyway, let's go back here. Let's select a track. You've got Daytona. I love these little 3D models of the track. Oh, they were so cool. I used to just look at these because I'm stupid. It didn't replicate banking, but I liked the 3D models of the stands. You have Daytona day and night. You've got Homestead, Indianapolis, used to always think they were like dirt tracks too, based off the color of them. Vegas, Lowe's, aka Charlotte, Martinsville, Michigan, North Carolina, Phoenix, Pocono, Richmond, Sears Point, Talladega, Texas, Watkins Glen. Okay. This is my favorite fantasy track. I remember being stupid and asking my dad, when did they race at Dust Bowl? Not realizing that this was a fantasy track. I love this track. I did a full race here when I was a kid. It took with the short pitting on. Hawaii, Mile High, New York, Southern. So some of these tracks, like I think one of them's like Cocoa Beach, like they change the names year to year. But Atlanta, Bristol Day and Night, California, Darlington, and we're back to Daytona. So what should we do? I don't want to do like Daytona is so obvious. Like let's do something stupid. Let's do Martinsville to start. And I'm not gonna pick myself. Don't worry. Like let's just pick Dale because we love Dale. And the options, so you can have your car damage limited, off or on. If you have it on, you can have your engine break down so you can be out of the race. Yellow flags on or off. I'm going to leave them off because if you leave them on, you have to sit through the pit sequence, the whole thing. And you can't drive your car, obviously, and it's boring. It's not necessary. Your race length and pit scaling. So you can have a short pit scaling so you can race. You can do a pit stop for a 25-lap race, which is cool. You know what? Why don't we just do that? Fine. Why not? I don't think I want to turn car damage on. Let's do limited. And we're gonna veteran will be fine. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's cool. I don't know. They used to have some fun with these games. But yeah, here we are. We're not gonna qualify. We're just gonna start, and we'll start last. So you've got Bob Jenkins kind of talking through. You've got the starting lineup. You can go through each car. Kenny Irwin's on pole, and you can like scroll through it with the wheel. So you've got the pictures, their qualifying time. It's pretty nice for all things considering for the PS1. But you've only got 18 cars, so some races you're not going to have some of these other drivers. Like Jeff Gordon could not be in every race. It's not perfect, but it's as best as they could do, and it's fine. But here we go, Martinsville, and let's see what happens. I've got to get used to this. There's no stability or auto braking in this. We've already got wrecks. The AI do like to cause cautions, or not really cause cautions, but like they do like to wreck. They do like to do silly things. This Martinsville looks a little too banked.
The number 42 car led that lap and picks up 5 bonus points. Stay low.
But anyway. Yeah, it's a little odd. It feels a little big for Martinsville. I don't know, at least in the corners. A little too banked. So let's go ahead and go through a different camera view. So I'm using the X button to drive, or if on an Xbox controller, the A button. You're not using the triggers, it's just the A button. You use the square or the X button to brake. Let's get this thing woed down. And I can't. I'm going through the grass. You've got a few different camera views. You've got this farther back one, an even farther back one, and I like this one. I like the overhead view. I don't know. I used this a lot as a kid, as I can't drive right now. But it gave me a good view of everything, and I liked it. I used it a lot. Plus, it also let me view the car a lot more. There's also a look back feature, which I enjoy because I always like looking at I like seeing the angle or these cars, these 3D models. From a different perspective, and it changes based off your camera view. So from the hood, from the front bumper view, you can look back from the rear bumper. If you do this, it's still the rear bumper, but here's your cockpit cam. It's not bad. I mean, honestly, it's pretty good for PS1 era. The wheel doesn't turn as much as it needs to, but it's fine. And so here's our just the close chase view. And if you look back, you've got a good view of the... Oh my gosh, they're struggling up there. But yeah, you've got a good view of the front, and you can see the damage and stuff. I always enjoyed it. We really sent it in there. The AI is running the top. I don't think that's the right line, but that's fine. They can do what they want to do. We're going to send it in here under our teammate. Oh, Mike Skinner and Dale never had the best relationship. We're going to continue that tradition. We are 7 laps in. We've made our way up into the top 10. But we are tearing this car up.
Strong out front.
We've got a lot of damage to the back bumper and some to the nose.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. streaks into the top
And you can hear Bob Jenkins behind us saying Dale Jr. streaks into the top 5. They're pretty chatty. And I will show you something else cool here in a little bit. Let's let something exciting happen. I know this might not be the most exciting thing, but it's NASCAR racing. You know, this is just what it's like. I think they race a lot better than they did. I think in the old like 99 and 2000. But I know they are running the top as well. We really slid the front tires there into one.
And our race leader continues to be Jeff Gordon.
So I'll show you here. We've got instant replay on the pause menu. You can't really do anything. You just kind of just watch it over and over. You can't pause it. You can't make it slow motion. It just resets. But this is still pretty cool. You can change the view. No like TV cams or anything, but you can just see what happened from different perspectives and see it over and over again. As we're going to dive underneath the 22. We really sent it in there. And we've got to run on Dale Jr.
The Texaco Havoline Ford is in the top 10 and making a good
But
run
we
today.
are making our way forward. Let's get under Kenny Irwin here. Oh, he just put it in the wall by himself. So we're almost halfway through this race. They have I know this is not the best track to show you this, but they have little timing like intervals. As you can see, we're halfway through the lap, and it has right next to me that it shows it's red as we were not on pace. I don't know if it's the lap before or your best lap, but it's let's see, that was our best lap of the day. You can see we beat it by a 10th, and because it showed green, I really enjoyed looking at that and trying to run my best lap time. You can see we were 10th better through that first sector of the track. It was just something I enjoyed a lot, just trying to compare to your previous lap or your best lap. As we are really picking it up now. We're figuring it out. As we have caught Mark. There is a draft meter. You can see it to the right.
Number
Just
2 car is running in the top
oof,
10.
we slid the fronts there. You can see it just above the where the fuel mileage is. So I will say, if you hit the select button, you've got a track map. Top right, there's a track map. You can see where everybody is. The leader is going into 3 now. Top left is your damage indicator. You can see all 4 of our tires are worn. Our lefts appear more worn than our right. As you can see below where the good wrench is, we've got low fuel and worn tires. There is a clicking sound if you run long enough that kind of shows you by sound how you're doing. Like, and the faster it clicks, the more you're in trouble, basically. It was always so weird to me. All right.
10 to go.
Got 10 to go. We are in good shape here. Let's run one more lap. We'll pit next time by. Hopefully we can make it. That would be silly if we did. It's going to be close. We're running some good laps. And the car's starting to shake a little too.
The number 99 car is out.
Oh, we're out of gas. Oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Can we coast to the pits? Oh, this was such a mistake. Come on. Come on. Okay. It's going to coast us to pit road, but you can see we are putting along.
The Caterpillar Pontiac is out.
All right, so let's go ahead and change all the tires. We're not going to fix damage. You can adjust the wedge while you're on pit road. And something cool about these games is you can you add your own fuel by holding L1. And see, if I stop, it takes it away. But he just kind of appears and disappears. But you've got the 3D modeled pit crews. I know they don't have the accurate fire suits and stuff, but it matches the color, so it's not bad. This actually looks really good for PS1. So 20-second pit stop. Back in the day, that was pretty average.
Way to go, everybody.
But we're still in first for now. I'm sure that will change very quickly. We definitely lost some time. Oh, there's a rear view mirror. Look at that. They couldn't even have it in NASCAR 21 Ignition, but we have it on NASCAR PS1. Tell me how that makes sense. But we are, oh my gosh, we are so far behind. We are almost half a lap down. We are in 5th though. So like we're gonna have a good result. Alright, let's take away the damage thing. That's not necessary. I'm also gonna take away this because it's not, we don't need it. We'll leave the track map up. Track map, good lord, speaking is hard. But let's see how much shift we can gain on them. I know we're faster. I'm just getting too aggressive sitting the car into the corner. That was a little better. Up to P3. We've got it down to a straightaway. I will show you something else after we cross the line here for this lap.
Bobby Labonte is now being shown in the top 5.
Okay, here we go. Crossing the line. So, race stats. You've got essentially who's in the lead all the way down to who's in last. It shows the interval to them. So, as you can see, we are 5 seconds back of Jeff Gordon. We've led 3 laps. He's led 13. You've got your average speed, your cautions, lead changes, leaders. Stuff that's really cool that they stopped like putting in these games. You could pause at any point and see where everybody is. And it's really cool. Just stuff like that they didn't add in this game. You've got the timing. You can see your best lap, your second best lap, your third best lap. You can see all of the speed traps and stuff. I mean, really cool stuff and really good stuff for a game that came out in 2000. Oh, I drove it in too hard. Oh, this is not going to be a good lap, but we've got to go. I see Jeff up there. I just don't know if we're going to make it. I need to stop over driving the corner. Does it show like the previous lap? No, it just shows the interval. I was hoping it would show lap times, but I mean, I get it. I'll take what it is. I can at least look at the interval. We are catching him. We are gaining. I just don't know if we're gonna have enough time. Oh, that was our best trap of the day. I still overdrove it though into 3. That was our best lap of the day. As you can see, we are oh, we got to keep it out of the grass. We are visually getting closer, but like I said, I think we're going to run out of time. Oh, that was 4/10 slower. I'm trying, guys.
The Ford Quality Care car has gained a top 5 position. Just 2 laps left.
I wish he was hitting lap traffic or something. This is going to be a good trap right here. Best trap by 1/1000th of a second. So we're going to get to Jeff Burton, but not Jeff Gordon. As the white flag's out.
That was your best lap of the day. 1 to go.
As, yep, we're gonna get P2 here, maybe. Let's just send Jeff into the corner.
Watch the 99 car.
Bounce it off the wall. As we're gonna get close, but no cigar. Us running out of fuel cost us the W.
24 car is the winner of today's race. The GM Goodrich Chevrolet brings home an impressive top 5.
So something cool. You've got the race highlights after the fact with some cool like camera angles and stuff. It looks good. And the crew chief says, you know, next week Victory Lane. It's just stuff for me as a kid that I thought was super cool for a game like this. Little did I know what was possible, especially on the PC side, but for me, this was awesome. I loved it. It made me really, really happy, and like I played it to death. And like I said, you can't really fast forward through these or anything, but this is where you're at. This is what you've got. So anyway, we're gonna skip through this, move on to another race. Let's go ahead and put my name in as a D, I guess. So we'll pick another driver. I'm not going to probably do a full race. Nothing really interesting happens when you win. There's no victory lane or anything. Why don't we pick Kenny Irwin Jr. and we will go to, let's do a different track. Let's do Lowe's. And I want to make it real short, just to be safe. Like I said, I don't know if we'll do the whole thing.
Start your engine.
Just gonna kind of show you some different tracks, what they look like. Nothing too exciting. Like, this is more of a tour of this game and not like a full playthrough, obviously.
About ready to get underway.
But here we go. We are at, this is obviously Charlotte of today. There's nothing really special about it. It's just a mile and a half. This game does have, as you'll see, day to night transitions. As you can see, sky is kind of pink, kind of light outside. It's whoop, slide underneath. Sorry, Jerry. Man, we are flying through this pack. Maybe I turned the difficulty. Maybe I should have turned it up. But you can see it looks kind of like day outside here in turns 1 and 2. And on the back, it looks a little more pink, more like sunset. And as we progress through, it should, if I remember correctly, slowly get darker. We moved Jeff out of the way. He won the last race. Now we're going to move Scott Pruitt out of the way. We are motoring right now. Oh, Bobby Labonte just had a moment there. All right, we're going to use some draft here. It's like we've already made our way up to 5th. I should have turned up the difficulty.
The number 28 car gets 5 points for leading that.
I do want to show you the wrecking physics. We'll go backwards at some point, not yet. That is probably one of the funniest parts of this game. Just the going backwards physics. It's you can't really hook somebody. As you can see, you can put them in the wall, like we just put Dale Earnhardt in the wall, but you can't really right hook someone. It's not possible. We're gonna do some drafting here with Ward. Maybe I was wrong about the day to night transitions. I could have swore that they were in this game. All right, they are not starting to run away from us. We are very fast comparatively. Can somebody tell me why Bill Elliott never had a sponsor on the back of his car? In this car, like, why was it not? Why was there nothing back there? So we drove it in a little too hard, but we've made our way up to 2nd. Nothing exciting has happened. As we're gonna get under Ricky Rudd and drive right by him. It's like we've got it on rookie mode. The game might be a little too easy, but for me, as a kid, I struggled. We're gonna let all these guys go.
The number 28 car with an unbelievable move lands in 1st. These fans are sure getting their money's worth.
Okay. Oof. Little frame lag there.
Halfway on fuel.
Oh, we just put everybody in the wall there.
The number 28 car is continuing to lead this race.
Oh. Someone, Ward Burton. He's got damage, so he's got black smoke. He's slowing down a little bit. Bobby's trying to get underneath this. He's got his teammate right behind him. Lock him down to the apron. Oh, we just put Dale. Oh, and Dale is crashing. Oh no. Oh my God. You guys didn't see that, right? Oh.
Great driving. You're in the lead.
Great driving. You're in the lead. I don't know about that. I don't think we did any great driving there. We just caused one of the biggest incidents in Charlotte Speedway history, or Lowe's Motor Speedway history, in turn 3 there. I think Dale Earnhardt, I mean, he's moving. He's good. I mean, if you give these guys a good shunt, they will go into the wall. As it is almost time, like, look at that, we are way faster than them. We are gone. So maybe I was wrong about the day-to-night transitions. I'm sorry. I misremembered. Maybe I'm just silly. I could have swore that it used to be darker back here, but I'm wrong. Look at that. You get to see me be ignorant and stupid in real time.
The Bell South Chevrolet continues to set the pace. Running with the big dogs.
Can we please get back in this race? The other way, buddy, where all the other cars are going. You're running on fumes, buddy.
Okay, so we'll go backwards here, and I'm gonna show you some of the amazing physics in this game. Oh my!
Your back left's a little banged up.
Ward Burton
So that's probably gonna end our. Oh, you can press gas to reset. You can fly through the air in this game. Let's change our view real quick. As you can see, the physics that these cars have is absolutely insane. They are light like a feather. It's pretty crazy. That was not a good example. And like I said, that's kind of embarrassing me thinking that they were state-of-night transitions, but I guess I was wrong. That's fine. And one we'll do real quick. Let's pick Jeff Gordon. And we will go to Watkins Glen. I'll show you what that track looks like. And because it's definitely not the same. I remember I would always skim through the bus stop. I would never actually take it. It was I was not good at this track at all. All right, here we go. And you can determine for yourself how accurate this is to real life or iRacing or even the other games. As here we come down into turn 1, down the hill. It gets real tight there. I used to always drive over this NASCAR logo. A lot of these tracks here have hot air balloons. I think Atlanta was one, and I know Atlanta used to have hot air balloons at the track. Here are the S's. They don't look quite the same on a PS1. They seem a little off, but they're actually not too bad. A lot better than I would have thought they were. But this right here, this seems a little too uphill for me into the bus stop. It just looks a little odd, if you ask me. Just a little off, especially when I know what it looks like now and how it feels with iRacing. But for me, like, I don't know, like it look a real big downhill and then back uphill. It's just a little exaggerated, I think. Sure, it might be like that in real life, but like, and look how far downhill we're coming. Like, I don't know how they managed to do that. I don't think that's that accurate, but like I said, it just seems a little exaggerated. As we are gonna fly here into turn 1, and I'm just gonna send it. Just wanted to show you what Watkins Glen looked like. We're gonna send Kansas here. Oh, I guess not. We're gonna send Tony into Terry, and we're all gonna go into the gravel. The gravel actually slows you down pretty good. Okay, and last thing we'll do before we check out the season mode is I'm going to show you my favorite track. We'll go. Who should we use? Let's do somebody. How about we use my car, and we'll go to Dust Bowl, and we'll go racing. This is gonna be something. I just loved this track. It was fun. It didn't really seem like a road course. It was and it was always like dark. Made it feel like it was gonna storm. I don't know. Like for me as a kid, it was fun. It just like I imagined when I realized this wasn't a real track. I imagined what it would be like, and I don't know. It made my imagination go crazy. As yes, you've got some pop in back there. It's not amazing, but it's whatever. I remember right here is where I would always gain a lot of time on them. And then I'd try to gain it back. Oh my gosh, Mark Martin. Squeeze our way through here. I don't know. Oh my gosh, all the AI cars. Dale's in the wall. Dale Jr., I mean. Okay. Got a good run here. And that's Dust Bowl. Nothing too exciting, but it's fun. Like I said, I did a full-length race here with pit scaling on. It was an unbelievable amount of pits. Oh my gosh, the AI cars are just having a bad time today. Yes, we're gonna go around the outside. There's Mike Skinner. Try to just boot him out of the way. But anyway, that's Dust Bowl. Nothing too exciting. It just, for me, nostalgia. I mean, obviously, this is not the best racing game ever, but I had a lot of fun with it. Let's take a look at what it would be like if we did 25 pit stops. Yeah, that was a long day for me. A long day. So let's do season mode. So we can, like, it's not going to matter. I'm not going to do an actual race. Well, let's put it on veteran, and I'll just show you Daytona for a second, just to have a drafting track. And let's just pick Jeremy Mayfield. Full season, you can do, there's full season with fantasy, so you can have the fake tracks like Dust Bowl, Hawaii, etc. like that in there. Full season, hold on. Half season with fantasy. You can make your own season, which is really cool. There's road course, just all the road courses, all the super speedways, all the short tracks. So lots of options. It's really cool. Really, like, interesting of them to do that. It gives you options. The custom stuff, though, is really cool, too. I'm glad they did that. So, all right. We're going to hit done. So you've got, before you do anything, you've got the stats. So you can see how you finished each race. A lot of stats here for this game. You got your standings, and other than that, you've just got your options. So let's go ahead and go.
It's the dawn of the new millennium and the start of another action-packed NASCAR racing season. From the newest rookie to the most track-tested veteran, all of the drivers are ready for another chance to battle it out for the ultimate racing championship. Each team shares a common dream. Will this be our year to write our names in the NASCAR history book? Welcome to another full season of exciting NASCAR action brought to you by EA Sports. Gentlemen, start.
So I used to watch that video over and over again because, you know, YouTube wasn't really a thing back in the day, and I just see a few little NASCAR highlights. I enjoyed it. It was fun, just watching that stuff. So let's go ahead and start race. As here we are for the season mode. It's nothing too exciting, really. Like it's just you do that, and then you get to unlock things. Like there's a bunch of other fantasy tracks and stuff in this game. There is a track on the moon, I think, where it's like the track was green. It took me forever to unlock that. There's a lot of different tracks and stuff you can unlock, but you have to complete the season modes. As this right here, it's not obviously good plate racing. Yes, there's drafting and stuff, and you can fly by these guys, but it's nothing too realistic. It's fine for what it is. As we'll do a couple laps here, and then we'll end it with a bang. I missed the corner there. Get back in it here. Lots to pop in, but like that's to be expected.
The Ford quality care car gets 5 points.
I'm gonna try to draft with Jeff here. I don't really think bump drafting's a thing, because I think if you hit these guys, they do that. They kind of like shift left and right. But as we just put Bobby Hamilton in the wall. So we've got to run on Dale. I don't really want to push him in the corner. Lift. Up. 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 Really got to get out of the gas here. Drafting is a thing. You can see us gaining on him pretty quick. It's just, you can't, if you touch these guys, they're gonna have a problem. They're gonna try to wreck. Let's see if I'll try one more time here to push. You can see he gets so out of shape. Yeah, it's just not happening. All right, so we're gonna go across the grass here. Woo! Got some big hits there. Here's the road course. I don't think it's that accurate. Don't think it's that accurate, so I'm gonna get turned around right up here. I don't want to do it in the corner. I want to do it down the straightaway. So let's get turned around right here. Let's turn all this off. And let's go head first. We're gonna meet. Ooh, we're gonna meet about perfectly, about exactly where I want to meet. All right, here we come. Miss Dale Jarrett, and then we'll hit.
Leading the way is
Oh,
Dale
that.
Jarrett.
Oh, he's just sitting there upside down. So that was not the most exciting thing. We're gonna. Oh, he just flipped back over. Boo! Boo! But that's it. Obviously, not the most exciting. Any of that really, but I love this game. We'll take a look at the other NASCAR PS1 games down the line. But this is just the one that I love the most. As you can see, you finish. Here's the standings. Goes all the way down to 18th, and there you go. And that's it. And that's NASCAR 2001 on the PS1. I love this game. I have so much nostalgia for it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Channel membership options down below. Thank you to my channel members. You'll see them just after this. And just thank you everybody for being here, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.